Hello there. Welcome back. This is going to be part two of the DWM here. Some things I needed to clarify when you're not running DWM. Uh, so, whenever the resolutions, they don't work. So, whatever your like monitor supported resolutions are, without DWM, it doesn't see. So, that's why a lot of the games that I tried yesterday were running in windowed mode. And I did try to change the resolution with an external program. It's called setresolution.exe. It's on GitHub. That program doesn't work. So without you need DWM for that program to work. So without DWM, you're kind of stuck with your native resolution monitor, like one resolution, which is just going to be your native monitor's resolution. It seems like you can't change it. You can't change your resolution. So that's good to know. That I didn't see anybody trying to, because nobody was doing any games and nobody was doing testing any games out, um, or anything like this. So it's, when your machine doesn't have DWM, it's very crippled. It's not, whenever it may run faster though. I don't know. I'd have to benchmark if it wouldn't crash. But it seemed that Counter Strike when it was working before it crashed, the FPS was like the same. So, that's pretty cool. That is pretty neat. But it looks like the machine just is almost unusable. But what we're gonna do today, and it's just a couple other things I want to try before kind of just throwing this out the window. That just DWM being a requirement, really just a necessity here. It's essential. If you're a pro gamer, it's essential. The DWM is now essential in Windows if you're a pro gamer. So I wanted to try. You see how the taskbar here is? It's not even being rendered correctly. It's all fucked up. That's probably where the old Windows 98 taskbar used to be that had the original icon. When I was using Windows 7, I would use Resource Hacker and change the start menu button to look like the original Windows 95, 98 start menu button. But that just became and then when I was doing that, I was kind of like, what am I doing? And then that's when I started using Linux. Okay, but this is still kind of fun. I wanted to see the state of Windows because I hadn't used it for over 10 years since like Windows 7. There was really no reason to. But I'd just say altogether, Windows, like, it sucks. Like, Windows sucks really bad, um, compared to Linux, but it's still pretty neat to be able to, access the old original GUI. That's cool to show off, minus the ribbon. It has the nice Windows XP buttons right here, which are really cool to look at. That's nostalgic, that's really nice. And with the My Computer, original My Computer icon from Windows 98, recycling bin. This is just a really nice aesthetic here, for a computer. But it's a shame that kind of in this state, it's really unusable because it's perfect almost. Like the taskbar is almost perfect. It has the buttons. This is really what I wanted, and it's navy gray. It's almost perfect, but there's still some of that modern, what is this, Windows 8 ribbon or 10? I'm not sure. But this stuff, it gotta go. Um, but if you probably dicked around, you could probably do it, but it's just not worth it since the machine is just so unusable. But it's still cool that you can. Well, we'll see. Maybe we can. Create an environment that's like just barely usable. You can't browse the internet on it. Obviously, Chromium doesn't work. But if you just want to be a pro gamer, if you just want to be pro gaming, all right, then you can go into no DWM mode like a pro gamer and just play games in no DWM mode. And then when you want to dick around, you go on the internet. You just enable DWM again, which I do have scripts for to switch back and forth between enabling and disabling DWM. To make it nice and easy and breezy. Okay. All right. So let's see about. Let's try Soldier of Fortune. And I wanted to see the resolution this I have it set at. So it looks like this game, Soldier of Fortune, is 1366 by 768. So that's this particular monitor's native resolution, which is a crappy Vizio. All right, so it's not 1080p. It's like almost like the 720p, but it's like a tad bit better. Um, so let's. It wouldn't be full screen like last time we tried. Wasn't full screen. Um, let me see if we could. Let's see if we could try and make it full screen. Let's give it a go. We've got any options here. We're gonna do use desktop resolution. It did see that. Okay, that's interesting. It does know 1366. And I think that's the only resolution it knows. It won't allow you to change it. And let's see, full screen, it's set to no. So we'll set that to yes, naturally. And resolution, okay. Now let's try to apply this. Apply settings. Okay, so it's not full screen still. All right. So it's not full screen. But you know what? Let's see. So let's get rid of this taskbar because it's pretty retarded. We don't want that. We don't want that there. So I'm going to use a script really quick. And we're going to hide it. Taskbar hide. Oop. Yeah, so whenever you right click, you don't have, that doesn't render anymore. Yeah, when you disable DWM. So taskbar hide. Bam. Okay, so now the taskbar isn't there. Cool. That is not there anymore. Now let's relaunch Soldier of Fortune here. We're going to relaunch Soldier of Fortune. Good old games. Got to shout them out. Soldier of Fortune. Bam. Okay, so we have no stupid taskbar in the way. Let's try and load a game. Let's actually load my last save. I think it was this one. All right, so hold on. I'm gonna use my dick to move.
Looks like I'll need it.
All right, so the sound's crackling still. FPS is at like 190. Let me try something again. I tried to do this last video. So you're gonna type in S sound SND mix ahead. Or is it, no, it's just X mix ahead. Yeah, that's right. It's also my rap name. Check that out. Nope. Okay, we're still getting crackly sound. Okay, so going along here. It's not crashing, which is cool. You can see the tearing because this is running at 200 FPS. It's an old ass game. Good game. We are getting a lot of tearing because VSync's disabled. In this game, you can like lean left and right. Really innovative for what? This is 1999. Very, very innovative game for 1999. I don't know what the first game was you could lean, but it may have been this game. I'm on that lean right now, actually, for real. You know, S Mix ahead, you know, he'd be on that lean, you know. All right, so we're going to keep going here. Gonna go through this sewer. I think I'm in Czech Republic right now in this game, which is pretty neat. I think these guys catch on fire when you shoot them. When you shoot them, they catch on fire because they got like flamethrowers, which is pretty funny. Uh, Action packed, dude. Like just pro gamer. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's a pro gamer. Dude was a pro gamer. All right, so honestly, with the like original title bar, with the navy blue and the buttons, rendering the game with it, I almost think I like him more, just because it has the nice title bar there. I mean, I do prefer to play games full screen, obviously, but I mean, if you're just dicking around playing like Soldier of Fortune, like what? Why not just add to it and be like, yeah, let's just have the title bar from like Windows 95 there, just to like, there you go. It adds to the aesthetic. Like, hell yeah. First time I might actually want to play a game in windowed mode, just so it's just there. All right, so let's move on to another game. I guess we can say that as long as you don't want to play the game in full screen mode, it runs. It runs fine. It don't crash. All right. Old OpenGL games work. All right, so it's being a little retarded. Hold on, I'm sorry. Hold on. How do I escape this? Oh yeah, so this is gonna be part of your DWM, no DWM experience. Well, I think this game also is just like kind of buggy. I think I just gotta start a new game and then just quit from that main menu. Okay, there we go. Yeah. All right, so that was Soldier of Fortune. Let's try the Wheel of Time. Never read the book, but it's fantasy, so it makes a good video game. Good idea. So what I'm going to do before I launch it is check what resolution it is. So we're going to go in here. This is real nice. See, look, like Notepad, the original Notepad. Look, how cool is that? Look, the gray, navy blue when you select. Like, really nice. This is literally Windows 95. Without no programs, to make it look that way. Pretty impressive, actually. Really cool. I'm really happy I actually got this far. If I want to play Soldier of Fortune, I may as well just load up non DWM mode just to really get that. Hell yeah. Dick around in Notepad with it just looking fucking vaporwave as hell. Very nice. Oh yeah, so what am I doing? Oh yeah, we're gonna check the resolution. We're gonna check the resolution here, and it looks like 640 by 480. God's resolution. Probably my favorite resolution, honestly. But I think I use G Voodoo with this. It's also my rap name. Oh, look at that. Okay, the screen kind of flickered. Oh, all right. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. What's going on? Okay. Screen's not flickering. That's tripping that. That's pretty wild. All right, so we're going to try and load DG Voodoo. Control panel here. May not even, okay, cool. It shows with no DWM. How cool is that? And it looks like so awesome. Like, look, it has like the original Windows 95 title bar. This is no external third-party software. None. I promise you. This is none. I'm not using any other software to do this. This is because I renamed the resource directory, which includes all the, modern GUI. It's horrible. Okay. It's gone. and now you get Windows how it should be, how Windows should have always looked, because this just looks awesome. Like the gray, very pleasing and calming. It's great. The navy blue, very nice, very nice. So let's see, what resolution do I have it set for DG Voodoo? Maybe I have it set. Okay, it says unforced. So that means that it's going to choose the what the config has it set at that we saw earlier. So we're going to try and relaunch this. I think we tried to launch it last time. Let's try it again. You know, why not? Let's see. Try the wheel of time. Okay. So it definitely crashed. Let me dick around in fucking DG Voodoo real quick and see if there's something really quick. And I could try, and then we'll move on. So let's see. Maybe desktop. Maybe I'll choose desktop because unforced. So let's try desktop and see if it maybe works with that. Oh, okay. Okay. Actually, we're gonna run. Very cool too. Look at that. It would. This literally would look like how it would look like in Windows 95 and 98. You know, it looks like exactly the same. How cool is that? Look at that. It's so cool. How fucking unbelievable is that? No third-party software. Okay. So we're going to try and run the wheel of time again. Okay, so it's crashing. And before I started this video, I launched the wheel of time with DWM on just to make sure the game launches and like I didn't dick around and fuck something up when I was testing something. So the game launched. So it looks like the wheel of time doesn't work. Let's maybe try a different render. So let's change your 3D device. This is the wheel of time. I can't remember if I had it on, I think I had it on Glide. Or wait, I can't remember. Let's just try OpenGL. That's what Soldier of Fortune used. Let's see if OpenGL, it launches. Okay, no, it doesn't like OpenGL either. All right. Let's try Direct 3D. Let's see. All right, crashed again. Let's try the Glide because I think that's, so Glide is what I think I was using before. Like I just dicked around right here. I was using Glide originally because the Unreal Engine was optimized and was like, you know, written for Glide. So it looks the best in the Glide render. So I have it set to use the DG Voodoo Glide wrapper. You know what I'm saying? So I could try it again, but I don't think it's going to work because that's what it was originally on and it didn't launch. So maybe, you know what, you know, DG Voodoo might not be compatible with, it just needs DWM. DG Voodoo, and this makes sense. It just probably requires DWM. You know, it's a what, direct 12, it's a direct 12 wrapper, you know. You know what I'm saying? So naturally, I guess it's not going to work. You know. All right. So wheel time doesn't work. Or really any game that will use DG Voodoo will not work. Okay, so that's confirmed. You know, that is unless there's something, but probably not. It's probably just not going to work. DG Voodoo is like very modern, depends on like modern APIs and stuff. It probably needs DWM. Medal of Honor. Try that. So Clive Barker's Undying launched, but it was low FPS. So let me look at this real quick. go into the... Where's the config file at? What the fuck? Is it? It's just okay. It's system ini. Sometimes it's not the name of the game. You know what I'm saying? It's just system.ini. This is for Unreal Tournament 99 engine games. And oh yeah, I was saying that Glide Wrapper works the best, like the Glide API, graphical API, works the best with Unreal Engine games like Unreal Gold 2, Unreal Gold, Unreal Tournament engine games. They all run the best with Glide and look the best because they were written with that. You know, Direct 3D and OpenGL for those games are like afterthoughts. You know, they kind of like because Glide died at, you know. Okay, so we're going to look at the resolution this is set before I launch it and see if I can try and make it the same as the desktop. So it could be full screen. Oh, can't find the resolution. Which setting is that? Okay, so this is using Vulkan. This is the one that uses Vulkan. This is that was a fan-made mod there. Okay, here it is. Okay, yeah, so full screen. Okay, so it is 1366 by 7. Okay, so it's matching my monitors. Okay, so let's just try again. Let's try and launch this again without, and I also have the taskbar disabled. And maybe it'll run full speed, you know, without the taskbar there. You know, maybe it was like fucking it up. So let's try. Okay, so nope, it's still running really slow. So the Vulkan render at least is a no-go here. I'm gonna close out of that. All right, so that's kind of a bummer. I could try a different render, but it's been kind of lame. Like, you'd want to use the Vulkan render to play this game. So we'll try Medal of Honor. We're gonna try Medal of Honor here. Let me check the resolution first. What do I have it set at here? Is it down here? It would be R mode. Yeah, for Quake 3 engine games, I think it's like R_mode. Okay, so it's set to -1. Oh yeah, okay, so in Quake 3 engine games, when you set it to -1, it's going to be a custom resolution. And so I have it set to this crappy monitor's resolution of 1366, so it's by 768. And I'm just going to give it a go. I'm going to try it again. It didn't work last time. You know, so let's launch the original first. So let's launch the non-modded version, which is superior, but let's just see if the original launches and see what happens. Okay, so we got a gray screen. It's not looking good. We can move the window around. Oh, okay, what do we got here? Oh, it says, oh, could not load OpenGL subsystem. Okay. All right, so we'll try the mod. No. Okay, so yeah, it's doing the same behavior. So even with taskbar disabled, it's not running. So yeah, DWM is required. There's nothing else you can. It's unless you want to play Soldier of Fortune. Um, it's not worth it. I'd say it's just a lost cause. Windows, they fucked it all up. Microsoft fucked it all up. So, all right, well, it was worth a shot. I'm just gonna hard reset this and hate to leave it on a sad note because that's kind of depressing. Because I was like really excited about having the original GUI there. It looked really nice. And if the machine was like you, if it would just launch games and run them, it'd be perfect, honestly. But yeah, it's just not. I'm not gonna just load up. I'm not gonna just disable DWM so I could play Soldier of Fortune. Like, what the fuck? Or some other like a handful of games. It's not worth it. I mean, you may as well run it through DWM. And the machine just runs better. Really, it was from obviously from what I've noticed with with DWM. Interesting. It's doing the Windows 98 fade there. Okay. I think that's because I have to log in and then it changes it over. Yeah, so that's cool. Yeah, because the default classic theme, I think the last one, it would have been the 98 fade here, which looks that's pretty cool. But I just prefer the navy, straight navy. It makes me. I think it makes the. Sorry, I thought I shut the video off. I think it makes the buttons look better. See how it's like the kind of like light blue, like the sea blue here, and it doesn't look as cool with the gray buttons in my opinion. I think the straight navy looks way better. But all right, to each their own. Whatever. Thanks for watching. Yeah, that was a little experiment. Really not worth to disable DWM. That's really the end conclusion here. Alrighty, I'll see you later.